Okay. Hey, everybody out there in Facebook land. I am so excited. I've been fired up ever since I got on the call and the lady talked about how she got an $800 uh, income shift in her paycheck. And so I reached out to Bunmi, of course, the expert, and I said I wanted to have another session where I come on and talk about how to get your instant pay raise. And so today we're going to we go through that. It was a concern for me today when the U.S. News and World Report came out, and it says 33 million unemployment claims have been made.
Wow.
33 million. And that 21% of America has filed for government assistance.
Those are staggering numbers.
Even right here in North Carolina, the pandemic, the 1099, the small business owners, the entrepreneurs, those people are going and applying for unemployment, and the rate of the pandemic unemployment is more than the regular unemployment. I think that's very, very huge because it's impacting a great amount of people. And I think people need to, start with looking at their finances and seeing how they can put more money in their households. And so, it's my passion. I've always been in finance. Anything concerning finance, I'm interested in it. And so today we have Bunmi, and she's one of the experts, and she's going to go into that. So Bunmi, how do you feel about that unemployment rate? I mean,
well, I tend to be a person that is solution oriented. And so it makes me think of how to better prepare so that if something like this ever happens, how can our nation, how can our communities and our people still win and come out on top, even with layoffs, even with the pandemic, even in the face of maybe a looming depression? That's what I'm about. How can we still win financially despite the doom and gloom and the uncertain economic times that may be out there in the marketplace?
yes, and I think that is so vital, and that we who have this information, I mean, it is due bound for us to share that information so that we can help somebody. Because as I look at my 5 friends, I know for sure that their credit is not above a 700. And that bothers me because if you are a small business owner, you are able to leverage yourself with credit. And if you don't have credit, then you're using more of your liquid cash to fund all of the business expenses that you need. And sometimes we do need that credit. And if that credit is not in good order, then our business is not viable, and then we're not putting wealth out there to transfer back into our households. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's truly correct. But I'm just glad and happy and grateful, Dana, that you are a female entrepreneur having these money conversations. Just the conversation that we're having about finances is so vitally important, because people come to this video, guys. I hope you stop. Pay close attention to what Dana is saying, what she and I are talking about, because they say money isn't everything, but it's right up there with oxygen, right? It's vitally important. I mean, when we want to pay our rent or our mortgage, you can't barter and take chickens to your landlord anymore like thousands of years ago. You must have money. And so we're here to have a conversation, not just talking about having some money, but making wealth real. And so as we talk about today, credit and debt and taxes and wealth building, all of those are components to helping you win the money game and truly make wealth real in your life. So you don't have to think, oh, wealth is for them. Wealth is for someone who doesn't look like me. I wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth, so I can never be wealthy. That is untrue.
Right.
You want to be wealthy, you can. And so we're going to talk about the foundation today of making wealth real in your life. So thank you for having this conversation, Dana.
Absolutely. And I just wanted to make a note because I was reading an article and it talked about wealth, and it said wealth is the sum of resources available to a household at a point in time, as such is clearly influenced by income of a household. And it said two households can have the same income with fewer expenses or accumulated wealth from past income or inheritances. So we want to get to the point where we're leaving an inheritance for our children. But before we get to that, what do we have to fix? We have to fix the core of the situation. And the core is the foundation, which starts at bringing more cash flow into our households.
Mhm.
So that's getting an instant pay raise and making sure that our taxes are corrected and that we're not paying the government more money than it is expected. And then without even having to leave our jobs and go get another job, which is a part-time job, and we'll be paying taxes on the first job and the part-time job. But they're saying that, two households can have the same income, but it's about the expenses and then the accumulated wealth from past income and inheritance. And so I want to be in a position to leave an inheritance for my children. So, on my journey, and my journey just really started because my story. My story is that I moved here with $1,000 with a child.
Mhm.
$1,000 with a child. I did not actually start working for 4 to 5 months, and I did not bring my car with me. And so for me, I am starting over, and I'm not afraid to say it. Yes, my credit did take a hit. Was I able to get some things that I needed? Yes. But did I always constantly look at my credit? Yes, of course. Does it take time? Yes, it does. But my goal right now is to leave an inheritance for my children. And so I'm going to start at the ground level, working with my credit. So Bunmi, I'm going to go ahead and try to share my screen.
All right. And as you're doing that, I'm just gonna talk to our audience for a little bit, because when we break down what Dana was just talking about, it's so powerful. You can have two families, both making $150,000 a year. One family can be wealthy or be on the road to building wealth, and then the other family can be doing not so good at $150,000 a year. So it's not in what you earn, it's in what you keep. Remember that. It's not about the dollar amount that you're earning. It is how you put those dollars to work. What are you doing with those dollars? And she says accumulated wealth from past income. Well, most people that we know, because most Americans are like this, they don't even have any wealth from past income, because most of them don't have any savings. It's because of the four financial challenges that plague us as Americans. And so I see, Dana, you went ahead and you put that sheet up. So if it's okay, can I go ahead and just talk about those four financial challenges?
Absolutely.
Because you guys got to understand that this thing that we're in, this is the game. It's the money game. And whether you like it or not, you are in this money game. It's a setup. And it's like things are being set up so that we don't win. There are all these obstacles and challenges coming at us, but you got to have the resolve. So no matter what, you're going to win. But typically, you can't win because nobody teaches you the rules and nobody is showing you how to win. But I'm so happy and grateful that Mr. Brian House set up this company, MWR Financial, to teach you the rules of the money game and to give you experts to show you how to win. So Dana called me an expert. I'm really not an expert. I'm like you. I'm someone who is an entrepreneur who wants more for our family. Yeah, I've learned some things over the years and have become successful in my business. But I get to lead people to the expert that MWR Financial has set up for us. So they're helping me too. But I want you to write down these four financial challenges. We all have to deal with these. Those would be taxes, okay? It would be credit and debt. It would be big business and inflation. So these are like four roadblocks that everybody has to deal with. And so let's talk about these real quick. And Dan, I'm trying to kind of go from memory because that print is so small I can't even see it.
Oh,
It's so small I can't even see it. But let me say this. So we've been conditioned to go to school and get a good job, no, to get a good education so we can get that good job, right? So then we get that good job, just much better. We get that good job, and then what happens, right? So you're all excited. You start working, you get that first check, and you look and you're like, what's this? I thought I was going to get all my money. I'm making $15 an hour, 15 times 40, that's whatever amount that is, $600 or what have you. And then you look and say, wow, 1/3 of my income has just gone to my good old Uncle Sam. So, okay, so you got taxes taking 1/3 of your money. Well, now the taxes takes 1/3 of our income. Now, what most people have to do, guys, is to use credit and debt to make up the difference. Because, I mean, you got to pay utilities, you got to eat gas and groceries and, do some fun things for the kids or whatever. So you have 1/3 of your income after taxes going to big business, right? Excuse me, going to credit. Then you've got 1/3 going to big business. So what is big business? Well, we can think about like all of the holidays that they have set up to help them line their pockets and us pay money for Halloween, for Thanksgiving, for Christmas, for Mother's Day, for Father's Day. I mean, for Valentine's Day, every single month has some holiday. And when you go into the store, it's like they put the holiday out there 2 months before it really comes because they want to get your money. So big business is doing a really good job of the little money that you have left, they're getting it. So now 1/3 is just gone to taxes, 1/3 is gone to the credit and debt system, 1/3 is going to big business, someone other than you. So guess what? That's like all of your money gone. And so now that all of your money is gone, how in the world are you supposed to save and invest?
wow.
Well, you can't, right? That's why people aren't winning. Who has money to save with these different challenges against you? So that's why 78% of people, Dana, of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck.
Wow.
That's why after working 40 hard, long years, you get to age 65, most Americans don't even have $5,000 saved.
Wow.
So how can you even stop working and enjoy a retirement if you only got $5,000 or less? You can't. So come on, guys, let's not just hear this and be like, oh yeah, that's too bad. Really internalize it, because if you don't do something about it, this will be your existence.
Exactly.
It's going to happen. So in order for things to change, for you not to be a statistic, you've got to change and do some things different than the average American.
That's right. That's right. That is so important. And what you said was taxes, big business, and inflation. And I just heard on the news, or I read an article, how there is a shortage in meat. And that is because some plants have closed down because some of the workers have been diagnosed with the COVID-19 virus. Wow. And so therefore now what's happening is that the production is not being put out to distribute the food to the stores. I went in Sam's yesterday, chicken wiped out. There is no chicken to buy in Sam's.
Well, someone just told me they had to kill 2 million chickens because they didn't have enough workers, as you said, to process them. So 2 million just gone.
And so if there's a shortage in food, of course, it's going to be scarcity, and then they're going to jack the prices up, and then people are not going to be able to afford it. And so we are going to be, our dollar is not going to increase any more than it is. And the value of it is always going to stay the same. A dollar is a dollar, but our dollar has to spread over a lot of things to cover just things in the household, and food is a major commodity that we need. So I get it. And then big business, Mother's Day is coming up. Oh my goodness, big business. Everybody that, it's a coincidence that that they're wanting to open up around a holiday that's coming. Think about it. Flowers, perfume, things of that nature. People are going to be flocking to the stores trying to get Bunmi, you still there? Trying to get gifts to accommodate for Mother's Day. So yes, we are facing with big business. I don't know if I lost her, but hopefully she'll come back on. You still there?
I'm here.
Okay. All right. So do you want to go to the next page? Are you finished with this?
Yeah. Okay. Let's go to the next page. And still, it's okay. And I'm just going to talk this because I can't really.
Yeah, do it like this.
That's better. We're my readers. But listen, I can certainly talk in Dana because I do live this, and so now that we know about the 4 challenges, we need to talk about income shifting. What is income shifting? Well, just understand the powers that be, as we said, are working to shift your income away from you. Now, what we have to do is to learn how to align things so you can shift that income back to its rightful owner, which is you. I wouldn't want my money staying with the government if it didn't have to be. I wouldn't want my money being with Capital One and Credit One and all the people who are there to help us to stay in debt. I wouldn't want my money to be with big business. So income shifting is about being intentional in getting your money back. Okay. So we have the 4 challenges, but let's talk about the 3 solutions that everyone needs in order to make this happen. So write down cash flow. This is what Dana was talking about when she was saying, hey, you could have 2 families with the same income, 2 families making $150,000, but one is doing well and one's not. What's the difference? It's cash flow is the difference. Now, so how do we increase our cash flow? Well, one way is to minimize taxes. Okay, so in the Bible it says, "Render to Caesar what is Caesar." So, like, pay what you owe, but don't overpay.
Right.
Why would you do that? And 70% of Americans are overpaying in taxes. But we're going to show you how to minimize your taxes. We're going to show you how to minimize your debt, and we're going to show you how to minimize your expenses. All of that means that that's more money back to your family. When I first learned this concept, Dana, really internalized it, was probably back in like 2005.
Wow.
Yeah, 2005. And we were talking about the power of having a home-based business because of how many tax deductions the government gives business owners that they don't give W-2 employees. And so literally just by having a home-based business, you get like hundreds of write-offs that you wouldn't typically get. Well, those write-offs are deductions. Deductions mean dollars. So the more things you can deduct, the more dollars you can keep in your household. So it's like, who do you love more? Do you love the government or do you love your family? If you love your family more than the government, then you need to do what you need to do to set it up so that you get more of those dollars instead of letting the government keep them. Having a home-based business with the intent to make a profit is one of the greatest ways to save on taxes. But that's part of, cash flow management, minimizing those expenses. Okay. Now let's talk about business income. So I mentioned having a home-based business, right? So y'all remember, Dana, you remember who Jim Rohn is?
Yes, definitely. Definitely. He said profit is better than wages. And you reminded me of that before because I was like, well, I've got all these other businesses, but I'm looking for profit. I'm not looking to earn a wage because you earn wages on a job, on a 9 to 5.
That's right. And as you said before, if you need more income and you go out and get another job, it's typically not enough because you're in that same cycle of government taking out their money, leaving you the little crumbs that's left. It's not enough for you to make it a vicious cycle. And again, see, the business of America is business. The tax laws are set up in the favor of business owners. So you've got to get into that business quadrant where you own your own income, where there's no cap on it. You get unlimited income. You definitely want something that to be residual, and you get leveraged income. I love leverage income. You know, I'm in network marketing. I have a wellness business in network marketing, and MWR Financial is in that industry as well. And so leverage income is what rich people do. It's not just about their efforts. It's not just about them exchanging time for dollars, right? And eating their life away, just spending up their time. But it's about the ability to make more and more money with less and less of your own effort. Think about that, y'all. We grew up thinking, I work 40 hours to get paid 40 hours. What if you could just work 40 hours but get paid from 400 hours?
Right.
Business income, that leverage income allows for. And then the third solution is investment income. You got to get your money making money for you. It can't just be based on your efforts. You got to get to the point where you're sleeping, but money is still being created for you. So when you can get into that I quadrant, like Robert Kiyosaki talks about, and you're an investor, now you can participate in the eighth wonder of the world, which is compound interest. Understanding that banks right now, some of them have negative interest rates, meaning you got to pay to keep your money in a savings account. Isn't that crazy? But that's what's going on right now. So you got to start to wake up. We all got to wake up and understand there are secrets that the banks and the wealthy have hidden from us for years. Like we're going to talk about in another slide, there is a way for you to make returns that typically the banks make and give you 0.25%, and they're making 8% and 12%. We're going to show you how to get those returns that typically the banks get. One last thing before you go to the next slide, I want you guys to understand how this tax system works. Because as a W-2 employee, right, you work hard and you're good, good job. And Uncle Sam takes out his part first and gives you what's left, which is not much. But as a business owner, you get to work and make your money, then spend your money first, and then pay taxes on what is left.
Hey,
you get the difference?
Yes.
I mean, it's such a huge difference. So again, the business of America is business. If you only have a W-2 employee job, you are setting yourself up for failure. You can never, jobs don't make you wealthy. They just can't. Wealth comes from business ownership and investing. Bottom line.
Right. That is so. I'm a firm believer now. I have, looked and done a lot of research, and I've researched before, but I just could never articulate to people what it was, how wealth was created, because I know you cannot get wealthy from a job. I don't care how long you work there. You are not going to get wealthy from a job. Now, if you do right by your money and live within your means, and before people invested in annuities and IRAs and things of that nature, and sometimes it can work for them and they can live a modest lifestyle. But at the end of the day, after the cash has been used by the family or the retiree, there's nothing left for the children. So the biggest commodity that we as African Americans leave to our children is a home.
But most of us don't even leave that,
because sometimes it gets held up in probate court because we haven't done the things that the wealthy do: establish the trust, get estate planning, and things of that nature. So I mean, there's a whole wealth of financial things that we just don't do. So just to highlight we want to talk about cash flow, business income, and investment income. And we want to get to that point where we have business income and investment income. So we're going to go ahead and go to the next slide.
Okay. Okay. So now that we have those three solutions, this is the exciting part for me because I like talking about like outcomes, right? I love Dana talking about lifestyle. I often dream and visualize the things I want for my family, where I want to travel, the extra conditions I want on my home, just what I want to do for my grandkids. So there are two objectives that everyone works for. We work for our current lifestyle, right? Because there's a way that you want things now. And typically, for most people, that comes from their labor, from their job. But we show you again from business income how you can make your current lifestyle even more prosperous. And then there is a future lifestyle. There is a future you. And that future you is based on the choices and decisions that you make now. But I want people to really start dreaming again, y'all. Dream again. Start dreaming for your present and dream for your future of those things that you want. And so, like, if you don't have any dreams, hopes, and aspirations, you'll hear this information and just go on your merry way. If there are things that are bigger and better that you want for yourself, and you should be seeking and asking, how can I get this? How can I become more wealthy? How can I get 6 figures in my checking account? How can I get $1 million accumulated? Like when you seek, you will find. God will put the answers, the people, the resources in place for you, just like you're seeing this now. I believe if you're seeing this video now, even if you didn't ask it with your with the sound of your words, you were asking it vibrationally, maybe something internally, a desire. And so now you're seeing this information that's answering a desire in your heart. And so we're going to help you to achieve the lifestyle that you want now and in the future. And there's one company that's doing all of that, and that is MWR Financial. And so who is MWR? We're a financial strategies company. Yes, we talk credit, but we're not a credit restoration company, but we do have credit restoration. Yes, we talk debt. We're not a debt elimination company, but we do help you to eliminate debt. We talk wealth. We're not just a wealth building company. It's financial strategies. It's providing you with everything you need to shift and grow your income. Not just one thing, everything you need to really make wealth real. And so, Dana, I love being a part of a movement. A movement denotes that, a lot of people are headed this way. It is something that people are passionate about. They're fervent about. So in this movement, we're providing American families with everything that they need to overcome those challenges that we talked about. The challenges that the tax system is creating for you, that the credit system, the banking system, and the educational system is creating. Dana, you have multiple children just like me. My son often struggles. He's like, man, why didn't we learn any of this in school? I didn't learn y plus ax equals b. I don't need any of that now. I should have learned how to budget, how to manage my checking account and rule of 72. Those kind of practical things. So this movement is something that really is needed. And in Prince George's County, the state where you used to live in Maryland, they finally got a financial literacy curriculum approved.
Wow.
I'm so excited about that. It's like, yes, there's some progress. There's some real and practical that our kids need. But here's the goal of MWR Financial. We have a big vision and it's clear. We're going to eliminate $50 billion in consumer debt.
Wow.
Create 10,000 millionaires in this company, meaning people who make 10,000 people who are making $1 million a year in business income with MWR. We're going to create 150,000 six-figure earners and generate over $100 billion in investment income. And so how do we do this? We do this through the Financial Edge membership and through the income opportunity. So whether you are just looking to use the benefits of the membership and just be a customer, the membership alone, Dana, can put millions of dollars in your pocket. But then if you say, you know what, you start thinking about what's going on with this pandemic, you start thinking about all of the layoffs, and you say, I'm never going to be caught like this again. I need to make hay while the sun is shining. Let me start developing another source of income now. Doesn't take me how long, matter how long it takes for me to build it up. Let me get another form of profit income instead of wage income.
Wow, I like the way that you put that. Instead of getting income, but a profit way of earning money. That's huge, because in this season right now, it's not a lot of places that you can go get a second job because things have shut down. And so I know people that are on this Facebook or whoever's going to see this live later on, they know people that are in these situations, and they're not saying, here, there's a solution for you. There's a solution for you, because it may not directly apply to them, but it applies to somebody who is sitting at home, who does not know that, hey, if I get my credit right and own a business, then I can create a profit that's going to increase the cash flow of income into my household. I think that is just, it's a great thing to do. You want to go to the next slide, or are you still on this slide?
Let's go on to the next one, because on the next slide, we're going to talk about this membership. So there are 4 pillars in this membership, guys. And so let's talk about Money Max, Credit Max, Equity Max, and Wealth Max. If I had to ask which one is my favorite, I couldn't choose, because they're all so vitally important to us aligning our finances right. So the first 3 are going to help you with that cash flow piece that we talked about. So Money Max. Say it again. I'm sorry, I thought you said something. So Money Max is the tax reduction strategy. So remember how we said, I'm not the expert, Dana's not the expert, but MWR Financial gives us the experts. Like, they give you people. When you have this membership, you have financial advice on demand, whether it's tax advice, budgeting advice, business setup advice, unlimited experts, access to CPAs, CFPs, enrolled agents. And remember how Dana started out talking about she was excited of the young lady who got an $800 instant pay raise? If you do have a W-2 job, they're going to show you how to get that instant pay raise without asking your boss. Literally, you'll work with the experts to adjust your W-4 legally and expertly. So now you're not giving Uncle Sam an interest-free loan on your money all year long, but you're shifting your income so that you're getting your money right now. Instead of the government having that money for a whole year and giving it back to you interest-free and you being all excited like people who don't know better, now you're going to say, I want my money now. And so they're going to help you to get that money within 2 weeks. You can start getting an extra $300 to even $600 a month more in an instant pay raise.
Wow.
Yes.
Who wouldn't want an instant pay raise at this time? And people who are still working, a W-2 employee at home, who wouldn't want to submit a new W-4 to the employer and say, pay me my more money now?
Yes.
Who would do that? And the thing about it is it's aligned with the IRS tax codes and regulations. And also too, your tax return. So, getting your money now and not waiting for January or February to get to, I can't wait till I get my tax return. That's what everybody says. I can't wait till I get my tax return. But I remember one of my pastors in Baltimore saying that if you wait till January or February to get your tax return, that you are not a good steward over your money. And I was like, at that time, I was like, what? But I understand clearly when I started being in business for myself and having a at-home business, what that clearly meant. So, I think that's very important that we, that whoever's listening, you get your instant pay raise. Get your instant pay raise. Submit your information. If you need an extra $200 to $300, even $20 into the household, at least $20 can buy a gallon of milk and some bacon. Go ahead,
And what you said is so significant because you can't do better until you know better. Like you didn't even know that you shouldn't be excited about a refund until the pastor planted that seed in you. You're like, oh, what? Okay, let me explore that. Most people don't know, but now that you're hearing this information through Dana, please call her and say, Dana, those financial principles you were talking about sounds very interesting. Tell me more. How can I get set up? Now, here's a big one that hits a lot of people in our community is Credit Max. This is the credit restoration strategy. Credit is tied to your wealth building because if your credit score is jacked up, your interest rates are high. When you have a low credit score, the more you pay for the cost of the money that you borrow. So it's like this. I have a great credit score. You have a poor credit score. We both can get that Camry, but you're paying $600 a month for the Camry. I'm paying $300 a month for the Camry. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And so now you've got more money going out. Same car, but now you're paying $300 more. I'm $300 to the good. You know, and so but now that you are saving money because your credit score is going up, now your interest rates are coming down. Now you can refinance, and that $600 you were paying, now you can pay $300 and take that money and invest the difference.
See,
I'm telling you guys, even your insurance rates will come down when your credit score goes up. And don't think, oh, I'm good. I already got 750. We have people at an 800, and now they have like an 820 because of Credit Max. So Credit Max is a credit restoration service, 28 years old. Know what they're doing. It ain't your cousin who's saying he knows how to do credit and sitting in the back of his closet somewhere at a desk. No, this is a 28-year-old reputable company working within the parameters of the law to do the disputing and everything for you. They can get off old, outdated, erroneous, obsolete items off of your file, but even late pays and judgments and foreclosures and collections off of your file. The average credit score increase is 50 to 150 points in 2 to 8 months. Guys, credit is a big part of building wealth. So we have the Money Max with the taxes, helping you to save on taxes, invest the difference. Get your credit score up. As more cash flow into your house, invest the difference. Debt elimination, Equity Max is the answer to that. So imagine a system that could eliminate all your debts, like student loans, car payments, medical bills, what's it called? Credit cards, loans, and your mortgage. Like imagine being able to pay off everything you owe.
Wow.
1/2 to 1/3 of the time, listen to this, Dana, without paying any more money. Like, so it's not like, oh, you got to add more money to get paid off even quicker. No, guys, this is a proprietary system and software that is going to run your numbers and use the dates and what you're paying and when you got to pay it. And it will have you out of debt in record time. It's going to give you the debt-free date. It'll say April 15th, 2028. You owe no man anything but to love him.
Wow.
I'm going to give you your cash millionaire date because now that you are getting out of debt early, now that is money that would have been going to the creditors and to the banks, but now it's going back into your household. What are you going to do? Go to the mall and spend it? Of course not. Maybe just a little bit, but the majority of that, again, into the I quadrant, invest it and become a cash millionaire. See, these are strategies for truly making wealth real. So
right. So
is going to do that.
Right there. Although I didn't have a check to submit to get an instant pay raise, but I did put my do the Credit Max. And the steps to that was very, very easy. I didn't have many lines on my credit report because even before I came to North Carolina, I had cleared some of my credit report up. And of course, it takes time for your credit score to increase, but then I have a large amount of student loans. So yesterday, when I was going on my email, Equity Max emailed me and said, you need to start the process. I said, oh my goodness, I need to start the process. They probably saw my student loans on my credit report and said, you need to start this process because that's the base.
Uh-oh, did we lose you?
I'm here.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm on the part. I did the credit max, and I think it was what's it called, smart credit, and I put my credit report, uploaded my credit report and everything. But I only have like 3 credit cards and my car payment. But my debt is mainly student loans.
Mm-hmm.
That is my debt. And I'm looking forward to go ahead and starting that process to see exactly when that date will be, because sometimes you get into a place where you're like, okay, I can pay it for this 6 months, but maybe next 6 months I won't be able to pay it. So it's like a revolving door, because things happen in your family and finances change. And so you put them in forbearance. So what happens when you put them in forbearance? The interest still keeps going. It keeps going. So it's going to increase your payment, and then you're still going to be paying, and it's going to lengthen the amount of time that you're going to pay on them. So I'm really excited about Equity Max to see how I can be able to pay it off early. Even my car payment, pay that off early.
Yes, absolutely. It's exciting as I started getting out of debts, and I put a 0 by Credit One and a 0 by Capital One and a 0 even had a Walmart card. It was like, oh my gosh, it just felt so freeing. And then the most exciting thing for me, Dana, was again the cash flow. It was like, wow, I was paying $330 a month to this creditor right here.
Wow.
Now, that's paid off. That's $330 I get to keep back for me and my family.
Wow.
It's amazing. I probably have reclaimed probably $2,000 a month by getting out of debt. That was money that was going out, but now gets to stay here with the Mwrs.
Well, that's a clear example of income shifting.
Yes.
That's a clear example.
Absolutely. Well, let's finish up with the investment income, guys. This is how you build wealth. We've got to start investing our money. So there are 2 wealth generation strategies here to help you to save, grow, and protect your money. Listen to this. Tax-free with 0 risk of loss. No risk of loss. There are 2 concepts. One is called a private reserve account. The other is called land banking. You probably have not heard of either. They're both secrets that the wealthy have hidden from us for years. But thanks to MWR, you have wealth experts. They'll talk with you, meet with you, give you the understanding, see if you qualify. You probably do. Figure out your goals, come up with the illustrations, and get you on this plan so that you can start building wealth. And literally, guys, IRAs are tax deferred. 401ks, most of them are now becoming 001ks. They are not working out for people. This strategy that we're talking about with a private reserve account, if you get the book, what the Rockefellers do, this is what that book talks about. This is how they maintain their wealth. This is how every time somebody passes in their family, the family gets richer. And we're not just talking about just basic life insurance, but it is a concept, a way of aligning your money so that while you're here, you can literally be your own bank. And I can't get into explaining how you do it, but guys, just understand that now, because of MWR Financial, you will be able to align your finances like the wealthy until you get to be one. You get to do things like experts without you having to be one. My 21-year-old daughter now has a PRA. Now I have a PRA, private reserve account. My husband just opened his PRA. I cared enough about my family to say, y'all, come on, we got to do better with our family. We got to do better with these generations. You got to get this consultation. You got to learn about this. You got to start investing. So yeah, I'm really excited about that. So
yeah, I just my girls, and I was telling them, I said, this is a great program. I don't care about you being a business partner, but get into the program and learn the strategies and the principles, because they have more time in front of them than I have in front of me. Almost 50. Come on, we don't have that much time, but what we can do is set the standard for our children so that they can know the strategies, and then they can just sit back sometime and just take a breath without being so stressed and saying, I have to go to this job, when they get the private reserve account, land banking, and then they'll be able to learn about how to invest in other strategies that will work for them, especially passive income.
Yes. Listen to this. When my daughter stops working, she'll be able to draw income for over $200,000 a year, tax free. Okay. So I don't have to pay any taxes on it. This has nothing to do with her job. This is from her PRA. Over $200,000 at retirement time, tax-free income.
Wow.
So, yeah, it's awesome.
Wow. Yeah, I'm ready to get to that strategy, but I'm starting with the credit and the equity.
Yeah. So as we move on to the next page, I think we're going to go into talking about the business income. Let's see if I know what I'm talking about. What's the next page say, Dana? All right, I was right. Now let's talk about the business income here real quickly, guys. So we talked about cash flow, right? We talked about the wealth building. If you never explored the business side, from what we just talked about, you literally could make millions of dollars. Okay, you get yourself back on sound financial footing. But what if you expanded your mind and say, you know what? Let me get that leverage income. Let me get that profit business income. Well, you have the opportunity to have literally 10 additional streams of income with inside of MWR, but we're going to keep it simple and let's just talk about daily guaranteed income. So in this leverage business model, I want you to think about, Dana said 33 million people who've been laid off. Now, out of all those people, 33 million, you think that you could find 3 people, just 3, who would want to make more money? Of course you could, right? And so when you partner with 3 other people who see this thing like you, and one person who says, I don't know about the business, but man, I need that membership. We call that 3 in 1. 3 business partners, 1 customer. Now you start earning daily guaranteed income. It's a guarantee. And with 3 business partners, you're guaranteed to be in profit in this business. $5 a day gets you $150 a month. So you're in profit. Unlike traditional businesses where it takes 2 years to get a profit, you can get a profit quickly here. Then you move from $5 to $20 to $30, all the way up to $1,000 a day in guaranteed income. But even if you were just at $20 a day, that's 12 business partners. But all you got to do is have 3, right? We help you to find 3. How do we do that? We show videos and collect decisions. Literally, we just run this financial information like a watch parties on Facebook. Half the world is on Facebook. You run these watch parties sharing this great financial information. In time, people want to become a part of this. And now $20 a day, that's $600 a month in extra business income. Imagine if you put, now wait a minute, from home income. You don't got to leave your house. You don't got to drive your car to get your gas money. Be in your pajamas, y'all, and get an extra $600 a month. What if you took $600 a month and saved that in a PRA? That could make you millions. But if you're aggressive, you don't have to stop there at $600. You can move up, and whether it's $900 a month, $1,500, let's look at where it says, I'm going to give you guys a 6-figure strategy. Look at where it says $200 a day, okay? Now, this is not one of those businesses where you have to have thousands of people on your team. Now, I have a business where I have thousands of people on my team, but not everybody can do that. Here, with just hundreds, you can be at $200 a day. That gives you $6,000 in guaranteed monthly income, meaning that you can make more than that, but you're guaranteed never to make any less than $200 a day. When you are at that level, they're going to give you an additional $2,500 in what they call a presidential bonus. Then an additional $3,000 in a luxury club vehicle bonus, for a total of $11,500 in monthly income. Now, we have someone who was not a part of this business, who just became a part of this business and got to this income in about 3 or 4 months, right? But guys, I don't know what your heart's desire is, because sometimes, Dana, when you talk about big money or 6 figures, people kind of like, If they've never made it before, especially on a side business with a side hustle, it kind of like deer in the headlights. Their eyes glaze over. So whether you can feel the 11,000 or whether you're more comfortable with the 600, all I'm saying is this: do you need the money? Could you use the extra income?
Right.
I mean, who couldn't, right?
Right.
Who couldn't? Do you want all of your existence to be your income to be coming from a job for all your life? No, guys, there is a better way. And you're being shown it today. So these numbers that we have right here, there are 10 different ways that we get paid. And we get paid daily. Like you can get paid every single day. That guaranteed income at 5:01, your phone is going to ding. And it's going to show you your guaranteed income that you have gotten for the day. So whether you want to work with Dana and I so we can help you to get to $600 a month, or whether you want to say, hey, I want an extra 11,000, we are here to help you. We're here to do this together. This is a movement. There's so many people who are joining in with this movement because they're sick and tired of being sick and tired. They're tired of the lack. They're tired of struggle. They're tired of scarcity, and they want more. They know that the job is not going to get it for them. So they've joined in with us, with other like-minded people who are all working together to help each other win. And we're going to win big. So whether you want that 4, 5, 6, or 7-digit residual income strategy, it's here. So before you go to the next slide, Dana, is there anything that you wanted to say about this before we tell people the cost? Because I know they're saying, how much is it? How much is it?
Right. Okay. Even for me, about the cost. We know somebody that can really use this. Those people who are sitting at home waiting for their unemployment or waiting for whatever, because a lot of people have been furloughed and they do not know when they're going to go back to work. And so, this movement is real. We are being financially impacted, but then it is our responsibility to get the knowledge that we need so that we can move forward. We don't have to play this waiting game to wait on somebody else to give us or hand deliver us something that we actually didn't. We earned it, but we didn't earn it. You understand what I'm saying? So, we can start earning our way to wealth by doing the strategies that are outlined. And then also to, just open up a business. If you open up the business and start getting those tax deductions, and then getting more income in your household, even if it's $600 will pay a car payment.
That's right.
And then if you use the strategies to get your credit in order, to reduce your debt and all of those things, and, or if you're at a place where you may have an 850 credit score, that's good. But what are you doing with your money to make it work for you? Are you putting it in, a reserve account, like you said, the private reserve account that earns money and it's tax-free at the time of retirement? Like you said, IRAs, they're good, but you have to know which IRA to use at the appropriate time. And then with the IRAs, at a certain time period, you have to make that withdrawal. And it's not always tax deferred. You have your traditional and you have your Roth. Your Roth, it is on income that has already been taxed. And you can pay on into that until after the age of 70 and a half. But with a traditional, they're telling you have to withdraw from that. And if you don't withdraw from that, there is a double tax penalty if you do not withdraw from that. But there's also strategies that I know just from working with the bank with Roth IRAs and traditional IRAs. There are strategies that the wealthy people use. That's all that I talk to all day long at the bank. Were wealthy people. We're talking about people that had $10 million and up in their bank accounts. And so they knew what to do with their money. They were getting money, which we will call the passive income or the interest income coming into their houses. They'll say, oh, I just want to live off the interest. Just send me the interest. I don't want to cash out my bonds, my municipal bonds, but I just want to live off the interest. And the interest could be like $1,200 a month. That could pay something in your household. But we have not gotten ourselves to that point where we're able to do that because we don't have the knowledge and we always say, oh, I'm good. It's no longer saying I'm good anymore.
Thank you, Dana.
Because for me, it's not good because I want to be a profitable business person, not only in network marketing, but in my other businesses. I want to be profitable. And then I also too want to help other people and duplicate. But the groundwork starts with me. So we can go on to the next step.
Okay. So, because I know everyone is asking, all right, well, tell me, get to how much does it cost? Well, so you can go to the next page. And let me just tell you, it's in so much less than what you think. You see that number right there? It really should have another zero behind it, like $790. I mean, the value is in the thousands. But when Brian House put this together, he wanted to take a person, whether they had $2 in their pocket or $2 million in their pocket, he wanted them to be able to benefit from this financial membership. Wow. And so $79. So let's figure that out. What's it? $2 and something a day. Like you can lose $2 a day and over the month and not even think anything about it, right? And so not only do you get everything that we talked about for $79, but it includes your spouse. Look at the value there. You and your spouse can use the financial experts. Maybe, you're trying to set up a laundromat business and you want to find out how to do all your forms or how to align things. Should I be an LLC or sole proprietorship? You got people to call now, experts, to help you to get set up, to give you the best advice, to help you with all your different tax deductions and know what you can write out, write off. Credit restoration, not just for one person, for you and your spouse, guys. I know people who paid $3,000 for credit restoration for one person, and it didn't even do that good of a job. Here you got $79 for you and your spouse. Debt elimination, credit restoration, financial advice on demand, and wealth building experts. All of that. And listen, it can be free because we know that you know other people who could benefit from this. Run this watch party on your wall, right? And if you are a customer of Dana's and you refer people, because you get a customer referral link, and you refer 3 people, any month that you have 3 or more referred, that's what happens. Your $79 goes away. And I'm not saying 3 new people every month. I'm saying you got 3 cousins who need credit restoration. They sign up, and as long as they're on the program, every month they're paying, you don't have to pay your $79. So now you get everything at no cost. What more could you ask for? Get this membership today. You ought to be texting Dana or inboxing her right now saying, okay, I get it. Text her right now and say, I get it. I get it.
Right.
You guys. So that's the financial edge membership only, right? $79. But if you say, I want to get into the business, well, no, this isn't thousands of dollars to get started in the business. It's not even $500. It's just $228. So you can get started in the business for just $228, and you don't have to pay that $79 separately. That's wrapped up in the $228. Y'all get that? So you pay the $228, it gets you started. It gets you the membership. It gets you the business. It gets you you'll get paid on this MWR debit card where the money can hit your debit card daily. And so monthly as a business owner, we pay $119. That's $79 plus $40. But when you refer 3 customers, remember that $79 can go away. So now all we pay is 40 tax deductible dollars for our business.
Wow.
National businesses, Dana, they got what? Rent to pay, utilities to pay, employees to pay, all kinds of things to pay. Here we got $40 to pay, and that's tax deductible. That's it. That's it, guys. So as you see here, you got the business membership that includes all of that, your websites, the marketing materials, the training, the support, all of that. We're here for you. But let's keep it simple. What do? We show videos and we collect decisions. That's what we do. We share this information and we collect the decision. That's it. Everything you need to win the financial money game.
Well,
So
I'm here and ready to win that financial money game with Bunmi. We have been in business. Remember, I just sent you
yes,
a
memory.
and I looked at that video and I said, oh my goodness, because we were originally in business and the girls were in business, but I was just,
Help with them. Yeah.
helping them. But it's like, you're drawn to people for a reason. I have been following you for some time, and I knew that you have been successful in all of your businesses. And it's a when you came to my house, I said, all right, I'm not in the position now, but I will be. And something just said, Dana, just go ahead and do it because that is a passion of mine. And I'm in that stage of where I am starting to regain and gain some traction in my finances. And I want my finances to be able to work for me. And me, transitioning from a W-2 employee in October to now to total 1099, it's a huge difference. But I appreciate it because I appreciate the freedom.
Yeah, I was
The
gonna say
freedom.
that.
The freedom.
Isn't it priceless?
Yeah.
Priceless.
I do have a schedule and I am busy and I have things to do and in my other businesses and stuff like that. But the freedom is just priceless and stress free.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. So at this point, people, we're either a 1 or 2 or 3. After you listen to the information, it's like you're 1 or 2 or 3. A 3 says no, thank you, I'm out. I can't imagine why anybody would say that, but
Right.
that's a 3. Now, most people are either a 2 or 1. A 2 is like, okay, I need this membership. Not too sure about the business, but $79, no contracts, no setup fees. What all y'all talking about, I need to win this financial money game. So if you're a 2, you can text that to Dana, inbox her. However, you need to get in touch with her. If you're a 1, you're saying you want to be with us in the business, like you need the extra income, the business income, the unlimited residual income. You want to feel and touch and taste that. And so you want the business as well as the membership. So if that's you, you text in a 1. And remember, this isn't about signing people up and just letting you go. We're partners. I'll do videos with you. Dana will do videos with you. And if you never want to do a video, you don't have to, because we have enough content that's being run by other team members that you can do watch parties that our business partners do, presentations that you can plug people into and plug them into. Your website has video. So everything you need to succeed, we got you. We lock arms. We're in this Make Wealth Real movement together.
Exactly. I just hope everyone takes this seriously, especially in this time that we're in. But anytime that you need more knowledge, it's an opportunity to increase your income in every season. It's an opportunity to increase your income in every season. And I believe just getting the Financial Edge membership and going through the process will make you become a believer as well as wanting to be in the business, because what we want to do is just lock arms with people and just continue to duplicate so that we can help everyone should be able to achieve an 850 credit score. Everybody should live debt free. Everybody should be able to get a private reserve account. Everybody should be interested in land banking. So those are the opportunities that we have. Everybody should have the achievement of wanting to be better, especially financially. Because if you don't have the worry of money, then everything, I think your life will just be just so much better if you don't have to worry about money. If money is not a worry, then you can think about other things and you can enjoy your family.
Your health would be better.
Exactly. Less stress. Exactly. And so, we always we say these cliches, our health is our wealth, but also too, if our wealth is not right, then our health is failing.
Yeah.
So I hope anybody that's watching, I'm going to blast this all day today. I'm going to keep blasting it. I'm looking forward to locking arms with anybody that is interested right now, but for the future. Thank you, Bunmi. Thank you for coming on. We're going to
Yes, we're going to keep doing this. You pause, and I want to thank you, Dana, for just being the catalyst to get this information out. And look, whether it doesn't matter if a person is a male or female, but I believe in chick power. So, ladies, it's time to rise up financially. All right, ladies, can't no virus stop us. Right? Can't no virus stop us. So get with us so we can get this chick power going on. Be financially free, independent women who know how to create wealth for their households.
Exactly. All right. So if you're interested, you can inbox me on Facebook, and I will definitely share the information with you. And also, if you have further questions, I can get you on with Bunmi. We can do a three-way. But I'm looking to lock arms with people so that we can all be wealthy together. All right, Bunmi, I'll talk to you later.
All right. See you, Superwoman.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.